And then you've got Fork, who just puts every single ounce of power that he has into his shot. One shot, one kill. That's his mentality.
He has to look up at Valerie there. It's a very different body type. It's going to mean a very different strategy in fighting. Valerie, we've only seen fight once. An impressive knockout victory. Oh, he just comes charging in! Oh my god, like the raging bull just goes in. China shop be damned. Valerie swinging. And Fork goes right into the clinch and backs out for a second. But I think, the clinch might be a better place to be for Fork Enomoto because it's a closer reach. But again, Valerie is just so dangerous. We've seen Barbara fight. We know that Valerie is very much made in his image. He's a striker. He's a lengthy, the volleyball player teammate.
Yes, he's going to be going for kicks. He's going to be using his long arms. He's going to be using his reach. He can handle the clinch game. He can land those inside knees. He can land running knees. But, I mean, Fork, when you're talking about an inside fighter, that's exactly what Fork is. And he really needs to get in there and start that dirty boxing. Because once he gets the blood flowing and once he starts getting Valerie... honestly,
nice takedown by Fork.
I'm a little bit surprised by that. I mean, I don't think we haven't seen Valerie on the ground. Barbara's not really your typical ground fighter.
Not at all.
And Fork, we haven't really seen him take to the ground other than some good ground and pound action in certain fights. So.
Well, maybe this is a good idea. The reach is nullified when the fighter's on the ground, but here's Valerie. You can see was already trying to go for that north-south 69 position. Indeed. Nice indeed, but he was unable to get there.
Yeah, but I mean, even from side mount, he could start landing those knees, and got the arm trap.
That was bad news for Fork Enomoto. He was able to wriggle free for a second, and what a scramble from Fork. I guess we're not really seeing the ground game from him, but he's well trained. Hidoi is a ground and pound fighter, so why wouldn't Fork? But again, and we say the exchange of position, and Valerie decides, we're going to get back up, and using that tape, using that push kick. That front kick, if you will, to just keep the distance from Fork. That's going to be an important nice weapon.
2 hook in a row by Fork. And you
see, he actually interrupted the kick. That was a very smart idea. When you see a long kick, big flying knee by Valerie.
But I think that was a very sloppy move. Valerie's fighting very sloppy right now. Fork is going. Oh, look at that head kick! Unprotected.
You don't get any cleaner than that.
Oh, I apologize, Sir Valerie. Do not call on me because that was beautiful. Look at that north-south. I mean, if I'm Fork, I'm trying to push forward, and Slam City with Scottie Pippen.
What a show of strength by Fork Enomoto, just hurling the very tall Valerie to the canvas. And we are getting action hot and heavy here in the final quarterfinals. One of these two will join Hergen Bjergensen, Li Fangshu, and Yuri Smeshnov in the semifinals, the final 4 in November.
And honestly,
KUMITE 35.
I dare say that so far this may be the strongest second half or quarterfinals I have ever seen in the KUMITE in my entire career. This has been just non-stop action, fight after fight, everything different. We've seen clinch game, we've seen ground game, we've seen great striking, and now we're seeing a little bit of everything in our main event of the evening.
No doubt they're pulling out all the stops. They know how important this fight is to both men, and of course their proteges, their respective, they're both proteges, so their respective mentors indeed are going to be feeling some pride as well. Barbara, of course, fighting in the main event of our next show. He's got a big one in the quarterfinals. Barbara versus Sergey Matryoshka. Lots of people are talking about that one. I'm very excited for that one. But Valerie with some quick hammer fists.
Oh, nice job by Fork, just grabbing Valerie and holding on for dear life, nullifying that advantage position. And
just
now
pulling down on the neck, just pulling down on the head and the neck. Just if you can't posture up, then the strikes are not good. And Valerie in a great spot with some knees. Fork lifting him up.
Slam City with Scottie Pippen!
Again! And those are going to start adding up. The back of Valerie must be screaming right now.
But Fork's head must be pounding and throbbing. He's taking a beating on that. I know he's got a cast iron cranium, but I don't know how much longer he can survive with this. Honestly, I don't know who has the better advantage. I mean, yes, Fork has been down twice by Valerie's shots, but there's those two big slams, and those do a lot of
Fork,
damage.
you can see he just keeps coming forward. He seems to have the more energy of the two. I don't know if it's a frenetic pace or if he's just calculated, but looks like we're getting closer and closer. Yes, we're going to go to a second round yet again. It's proof of how good these fighters are. They're not going down so easily. Fork Enomoto, a never say die, the man with the cast iron head. And there is one eye he is not going to be seeing. We might be talking about the fact that Fork Enomoto is going to be competing in the second round, seeing only out of one eye, but so is Valerie. These are just disgusting injuries.
Matty, you should not be making no proclamations without evidence.
Well, in the
Oh, look at that head kick
beautiful.
again. And Fork goes a wiggling and a wobbling down, but Weebles wobble, but he did get up.
That might have been where that eye started to close up. He might have got him right in the eye socket with that shin bone. It's like just swinging a baseball bat at this point, only it's part of your own body. And, you know, they say in the world of the blind, the man with one eye is king. Well, we've got two men with one eye. And, I'm not sure how to finish out that metaphor.
Well,
Here's a Nagabot.
Yeah, the Nagabot must be a queen. And honestly, I think that, quite frankly, our referee must be the Duke. So that would make Chairman Naga the Grand Supreme Ruler and Overlord. Praise be unto him.
May he live for 10,000 years. Yes. Here we go. 5 minutes to go. Fork Enomoto starting the onslaught right where we left off. But very aggressive, just coming in almost. Is he going too? Is he too aggressive? And Valerie counterpunches perfectly. Could this be the end? Punching and knee away.
Oh, Fork just gave up. He was defending, but that last shot was one too many. And Valerie easily cementing himself as a true up-and-comer in the 73-kilo division.
He rides the wave of his debut. And Valerie will move on to the semifinals, and I don't know who Valerie would match up against in the semifinals, but I mean, you gotta be putting smart money on him at this point with this kind of display. Valerie has basically usurped the position that Fork Enomoto had in last year's KUMITE, making his debut in the opening round proper, has now made it to the semifinals. If he goes one further, Cal, that would make him matching Fork Enomoto. Could Valerie win the whole thing?
Honestly, we've got four fighters that have insane credibility.